Hi, Janet here, talking, slow talking. I figured that I'm a slow talker. Anyway, yes, this painting you can't find anywhere because it's basically new. I did it this year. It might, I might have put it on Magically Colorful uh, on Facebook, but I don't have the reference of how to get there. Um, but it's not on Fine Arts in America because you're only allowed around, I don't know, 15 to 25 paintings before they charge you. And this painting, I really love it. I love it because it's so happy and pretty. Um, I need to double check with the subject matter that I worked this from, basically copied it from, but yeah, that's what I was thinking about before I finished telling you about that. I'll go to what I was thinking about when I worked for a stipend at the homeless shelter in San Francisco at the art workshop. It was one of my most fun times in life, and I met some of the some artists there, some of the greatest, some of the nicest people there. And okay, I did art before I went there, and I never went there because I don't know. I was a chicken. I was afraid, it's down on Turk and Leavenworth in the Tenderloin in San Francisco. It's a homeless workshop. They moved it though to Market Street in the past few years. Anyway, when I first went there, they the other artists encouraged me. Because when I did my art with the paints, uh, it was natural. It wasn't anything I copied, but uh, as I started learning art, I started learning, you know, I guess in certain books how to copy it and how to do it by instruction and all that. And then I've had several teachers, and I found that in the end, it took away some of my originality that I first had. But that's a bad thought, and I don't have to. I don't have to think that. I could still at some time go to my art and just see what comes out instead of trying to copy something beautiful. Except one of the things about me is I have overrated beauty. But yeah, I do like that artificial intelligence enhances pictures and makes them really beautiful because that's what I like about it. There's so much beautiful stuff to work with. And so this is a joyful painting. And now, let's see. I've talked about it I'm trying to see how many minutes I've talked about this joyful painting. Hold on. Oh, I'll sip my coffee and put my glasses on. I know it didn't turn right, perfect, but the thing about painting and doing any creative thing that you enjoy actually isn't the result, it's the enjoyment that you get to put in it while you do it. So I have a tune picked out for this uh, painting, and I'm going to turn the camera to my face and we're going to talk about the tune. Okay. Greetings and welcome to my channel, Janet Street Sheet Music. We are all unique. Yeah. So the song that I picked out for this picture, let me turn it back and forth. Okay, for this picture is a jazz tune called Joy Spring. So now I'm going to do some more talking, because now I'm going to talk a little bit about talk music. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I played the flute since I was 10 years old. And yeah. And I played in a band in high school, had to wear a uniform. And then, so I graduated in, I'm not going to date myself. Okay, after I graduated, I didn't play again until after I lost one of my jobs. That was sort of gross, but yeah, music was there for me. And I always played all my life music to myself when I would feel sad or blue, or music would make me feel better to play these songs. So I did that. And yeah, so I know that basically what I do is I just play tunes down. I know that nothing I do is great, because music is harmony, and harmony is more than one person playing. And basically that's what I learned by playing out on the street. People love you when you first go out because they like to hear the tunes, but really they want to hear harmony. So I know that none of my stuff is great, but at least if you want to hear some basic tunes played down, that's what I've done, and I enjoyed doing it. And there's a couple where I'm playing with an acquaintance of mine. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know what. I think part of the problem of me being a musician was you need to go out and play at jams and stuff. And I get really sleepy early at night when I was younger. And now that I'm older, it's terrible. Yeah. I'm thinking about the joke that said my meals, my dinner and my bedtime is getting closer together. But anyway, it wasn't meant to be, and I don't care. Well, because I'm happy with what I did, and what, it gave me good happiness to get out there and do things, Anyway, yeah, and maybe I was doing too much, like doing art and painting, and I did crochet and beads and belly dancing, and part of the belly dancing was throwing scarves. Yeah, but those are more stories for later. And I do have, I think that after this video, the next one I'm going to make is something. It's a piece of art from the homeless shelter that I went to years ago, and it's I really think it's quite amazing, and I'm glad to have it. I'll have to think of a song for it. But anyway, yeah, the song for this beautiful picture above is called Joy Spring. And I've left the link. Oh, I'll leave the link in the description and in the comments. All right, I've talked enough, and I'm glad to be back on YouTube because it's the strangest job I ever tried to have for more than 10 years. And okay, thanks for listening. Bye-bye.